The more you think about your goal, the less you're actually going to achieve it. And I know that sounds weird, that sounds backwards, but I think that most people, especially in today's day and age where we have so many people on social media posting their wins, posting, the dream lifestyle that other people want for themselves, we spend so much time in a daydreaming state, thinking about being in someone else's position, that we never take the action that is needed to fulfill that in our own lives. And it's a lot easier said than done. But a lot of us get stuck in this trap of watching motivational videos or trap of watching how-to videos. I got stuck in this same trap. I understand that whenever you are starting something, you need to watch some videos and start learning. But people get so stuck in that learning phase because they feel like they don't have the right resources to actually start, when in reality, the sooner that you start, the sooner that you're going to win. And I know that sounds backwards. I know it sounds like you need all this information, you need a backup plan, you need the resources, you need everything, you need this, you need that. But learning from the experience of taking action and not from thinking about the goal or learning about the goal will teach you more than legitimately anything. Every single time that I have tried to start a business, that I've tried to do something related to goals, I have failed so many times. And it wasn't even a failure necessarily because I never even started technically. Whenever you want to chase something, whenever you have a goal in mind of something that you want to achieve, get in the habit of taking micro actions right away on that. Tell your brain that whenever you think of a goal and you know that you're going to try to go after it, to take an action related to that goal every day, every other day, once a week, minimum. Because so much of us get trapped in this position where we're asking for things. I'm like, God, why don't I have the things that I'm asking for? Or why don't I have this thing yet? But when I look in the mirror, I'm not doing anything about it. Yeah, sure, I may be watching videos on how to do it. I may be taking notes on how to do it. I may be thinking about the type of person that I need to become to do it. But none of that is actually doing it, which is so weird. I mean, it's not weird, but when you are in that phase, it feels like you're doing it. Your brain is like, oh, I'm doing it. But you're not taking the hard actions towards actually achieving it. For example, whenever you start a business, let's talk e-commerce. Basically just where you find a product online and you build a store around it and you try to market that product for more money and sell it online or sell it someplace else. But I spent such a huge phase, months, researching how to run ads, researching how to build a website on Shopify, researching products. And then in reality, I learned more in the 5 days of actually doing those things because I forgot that those 3 months anyways. Whenever I'm actually doing it, it is completely different in the brain than looking at someone else do it. And those were great skills that I learned. I failed at it miserably, but at the same time, now I have those skills that I utilize in my business now. For example, website development and how to talk to clients not how to talk to clients, but how to talk to support for different things and how to reach out to manufacturers or suppliers. And yeah, learning from the action just it ingrains it in your mind. I've always been a hands-on learner. I've always been someone that I need to see a picture of it. I need to draw on it. I need to do it with my hands, and then it's ingrained in my mind. I can't just hear about it because it just flies out the other ear. And I think a lot of people are like that, but they just don't want to admit it. And whenever you take the action repeatedly and consistently, it just gets ingrained in your brain on how to do it, and it becomes so much easier. And that's why people become successful, because it becomes a habit of taking action instead of thinking about it. And you're also tricking your brain into actually getting the dopamine from the success of that goal, not from telling people about it or thinking about it or daydreaming about it. But I'm not going to make this video too long because I think that's the main subject of the video. I mean, you just learn so much more from, getting hands-on and actually doing the thing instead of thinking about the thing. And it is so easy to get distracted with social media. It is so easy to get distracted by that feeling of motivation, when in reality, you're not going to have that most of the time whenever you're working. Yeah, it's going to be fun working, but you also have to realize there's a lot of mundane tasks that come with success. Whenever you're first starting out, especially as an entrepreneur, you're the person who does everything. And you're going to like some things more than others. You're going to hate some things, but it has to get done. And making it easy on your brain and your dopamine levels to be able to do those mundane tasks that need to get done make everything so much easier, so much quicker, so much more successful, and so much better off in the long run. But I think that's all I have to say. If you have any thoughts about this, dispute any thoughts, or just want to comment in general, leave a comment down below. That is my favorite thing to do, I always say, is reading your guys' thoughts, because it gets me thinking too. And if you liked it, obviously leave a like and subscribe on this video, because I'm new to this YouTube and I want to help a lot of people. And if I can't help, then I just want to talk a lot, I guess. But yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.